Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a video on my thoughts on the second Doctor Who Series 11 trailer. Of this recording, it's weird, I'm recording this latter end of September, but it won't be coming out until October. Just before the first episode, or somewhat before the first episode, and that airs, which is pretty insane for Series 11. And what's weird though is that it feels really weird to be in front of the camera right now, because I haven't for quite a few weeks now, because my previous review, not review but video even, which was my thoughts on the Star Wars Resistance trailer, that was recorded back when we didn't even know the date of Doctor Who coming back, Series 11, which obviously is 7th of October now, which is ironic because that's the same day that Star Wars thing comes out. So, but yeah, I've got notes here, so much like the first trailer one that I did, same sort of format. So if you've watched that video, hopefully you've watched that video, because if you do, or if you have, then you will have the insight of knowing how I'm going to do this, which is positives first, then the things that I'm mixed on, and then the things that I don't like. And I'm going to try my best to recall everything that I saw and bits and pieces of it, and these points will help. And of this recording though, what's really cool is that it's second on trending on YouTube, which is pretty insane, and that makes sense, I guess, because it is such a short 1 minute 20 second sort of video clip, really. So yeah, positives. The cool visuals, the effects look stunning this time around, really high budget. Like, they've got some really good visual effects team behind it, which I know that they have because they've got the guys from Blade Runner 2049, I think it is, or another big blockbuster film, which is pretty insane. And I've always been fascinated by computer generational imagery stuff and video gaming and that sort of stuff, both in TV, film, and particular video gaming and that. But yeah, I think the point that I make at the side is that spaceship at the beginning looks stunning, looks really cool, and has this giant gun on the side of it. So maybe it's like an alien war race sort of ship, or maybe a bounty hunter's ship, maybe, I don't know. But then she's in the desert as well, and then it cuts really nicely to this desertous place, and there's all this fog, sandstorm almost, and then you just see her, and it's very visually striking, I think, that there is a bit where she's in the old Doctor's costume, i.e. the predecessor, and that wasn't so much a dig at Peter Capaldi's age, although it sounds like that. But yeah, she's in obviously Capaldi's costume, which I put it as a positive because I just like that. I don't know why, but there's something nice. It's just so different and nice, unfortunately, that costume's gonna go soon, but it's still kind of like her costume as much as it was his, if that makes sense. Although it might irk a lot of people because it's out of place, I like it because it's it really does solidify visually without having to verbally articulate this is the same character. It's visual, and I'm a very visual person, so and I don't know why, but she kind of pulls off that costume as well, and it's all battered and burnt and charred up and scarred up and that, and to be expected, really. She seems, I think in that bit where she says something like, but I am the Doctor or something, I think she says something and it looks as though she's outside in a city, i.e. maybe Sheffield, maybe, I don't know, but although the synopsis for that is that she doesn't know or have a memory, which would make sense, but maybe partway through towards the latter end, obviously, she does get it, or maybe that's a story arc, character theme and or thing of her trying to figure out who the Doctor is again, maybe, I don't know, could be interesting. What else? They seem to reuse an old set. I don't know if I'm the only person who's noticed, but that white corridor area place really reminds me of like the corridors from Under the Lake Before the Flood, which I actually really like. Pretty much because I'm really trying to, if you can't already tell, grasp at straws to make some sort of connection to the old series, i.e., stuff of, any of the new series really, because everything's changing, which wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that I'm autistic, so I don't particularly care for change, and then people might argue in the comment section that I shouldn't be watching a show about change, but whatever. But yeah, and then someone seems to be like kicking something, like a ball of some description in that corridor. It almost looks like laundry, like a big ball of laundry. That's what I keep thinking it as. It's like this weirdly, pristinely white interior design with blue lighting, which really cool set design. I really like that. She does use the Sonic in one bit there, I think, the place that I'm on about. Really cool dialogue for the Doctor, I'm the Doctor, I always try and help people where I can, or I always try and help people, she seems very confident, very assertive and confident and comfortable, saying these things and that, and I think you have to have her Doctor be like that, presumably because, unfortunately, the elephant in the room is that she is the first female Doctor, so she has to be very very, very confident, presumably out of the gate, because if she's not, then other people will be like, oh, well, it's because she's a woman, blah, 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 and all that rubbish, all that gubbins, even, and yeah, she just has some really strong dialogue in just the trailer, so I can only imagine what it'd look like, or some of the dialogue would be like in the actual episodes. And then the last good thing that I've put in the positives is the scope of the universe at the beginning. Like, there's this beautiful shot of like just asteroids and that, which looks awesome, and then this awesome shot of like the sun just like going around the Earth and that, and it's setting and going to night and then doing it back up to day and that, day-night cycle sort of thing. Very simplistic but very effective. It very much gives me the one thing that I would say Doctor Who does lack, and it's because it's a TV show in contrast to Star Wars, so I do get why it lacks, but that sort of stuff really does, that attention to detail to sort of visually show us more of the universe outside of the TARDIS, and that really gives me sort of Star Wars feel sort of thing. The things that I'm a bit mixed on, or one of the things that I'm a bit mixed on, was the editing. The editing was a bit too quick, a bit too fast paced. Like everything, like I don't know. I didn't quite get a lot of the things. Like everything was, as I say, just chopped really, really, really quickly, and that, which I get why, because obviously it's a trailer and it is supposed to be snappy and that, but I don't know, just some of that I'm a bit mixed on, really. You don't get a lot of monsters in this. I think there's one bit where Graham and one of the other characters are running away from a giant spider, but I only noticed that because someone in the comment section commented about that, so shout out to them, on the trailer. And this weird like cable monster thing seems to be on top of the Doctor and then zizzes away, and then you just see the Doctor on the floor, and then there's this electric sort of stuff as well. And then I still feel rather sort of iffy and a bit sort of, iffy about the whole amount of companions, like 3 of them, and that seems a bit much. And that I don't know how they're going to split that up. Hopefully they do it effectively. And then there's just this bit at the end where she's like, just does this weird kiss thing of like going like that, right at the end, and it's just really weird. Like, I don't know, it's just a bit peculiar. I have no idea, no real context as to why she's doing that. And that, but yeah, I mean, part of me likes it, part of me doesn't, hence the mixed feeling, really. And then for the bad, the music, everyone pretty much unanimous. Seems unanimous that as a fan community, as a fandom and or community even, for once we all agree on something. It seems unanimous that the music is not great, and that, which is weird because the previous trailer's music wasn't pop music, I don't think, like trailer, not that Breaking Glass thing. But this music was very much like a pop track music thing, and what's irritating about that for me personally is that it's an earworm, and I that sticks in my head a lot easily, and sort of is in my head and annoying me in an annoying way more than any of the stuff in the trailer, unfortunately. There was something else that I didn't write down in the mixed bit that I should have probably put down, and that there's a lot of explosions in this trailer, which I'm mixed about because it immediately makes me think of Michael Bay, which then immediately makes me think of, like just explosion porn, and that, with like the likes of Transformers. I don't mind some of the first few Transformer movies he did. I didn't watch all of them because I'm not fucking insane, apparently, but yeah, I mean, obviously they need some sort of visual stuff to get you excited, and big explosion-y set pieces, and that, makes sense really, and that, so the explosion thing. Music, I'm still not a real, okay, so for the bad stuff, the music, pop trash, don't really care for that, and I feel bad for the new composer, we've got a new composer. Let's just stick some random pop track in there. Why? But yeah, the music's not great. Then, what was the other thing I was going to say that I didn't particularly like? That's very annoying. There's not really that much from the companions. We get one bit where they're all saying, like, someone's talking, and then someone says, like, why should we trust her or believe her or whatever, or why is she the leader of the group even? And then they all unanimously say, oh, because we said so, sort of thing. That's about it. That's the only thing they really get to do, besides running around and dodging explosions and fireballs, and literally there's like a blast from a dude, like a gun and that, and then it cuts to another bit, and that it's very fast paced, and I noticed there's no TARDIS either in any shot of the trailer. No exterior of the TARDIS. I didn't expect an interior TARDIS design to be in the trailer, obviously, because they're waiting until we see the actual episodes, or at least that would be the idea if it weren't for the fact that someone already leaked the TARDIS interior, which I have unfortunately seen. I didn't even go out of my way to see it, which is really why I'm kind of pissed off about that. But yeah, no TARDIS exterior, so maybe she's, I want to say Earthbound, but like still gets about the place, like maybe just travels on other spaceships and not spaceships, but other spacecrafts. It's weird. I don't really class the TARDIS as a spaceship in a conventional sense. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there was something else that I didn't like or something. I don't know. There's a bit where like two of the characters are opening like a shipping container, and then there's something clearly that like attacks them or something. There's a shot that was from the other trailer that we get a bit more here, which is interesting. These ribbon-like effects, and that it's on that beach. It's on that dark beach bit just before in the other trailer where it says the universe is calling, and she's looking down at something, and that in this we get, as I say, ribbon-type effects, which is interesting. People, the side characters on that beach thing also look like they're in Attack on Titan costumes, which is an interesting weird thing that I noticed. But yeah, overall I really like the trailer. I'm really excited for the new series, because obviously it looks to be very refreshing, very different. Yeah, and I am looking forward to it, and I cannot wait to see what Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall and everyone behind the scenes has to offer. So yeah, hopefully you liked the video, and thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and all that good stuff.